Hello everyone! One very powerful aspect of MemberPress is found in our powerful marketing add-ons. Our MemberPress MailChimp email marketing add-on allows you to customize exactly what types of emails your users will receive through MailChimp's merge tag feature. With it, you can ensure that your users are always receiving email content that you want them to see, either through global or per membership merge tags. The real power of this add-on comes from being able to set up per membership merge tags to deliver relevant content to your users based on if they are actively subscribed and paying you or not. In this introductory video to our MemberPress MailChimp add-on, I will be showing you first how to create your audience in MailChimp that will be used for MemberPress, how to create a global merge tag, and how to set up our MailChimp add-on. Finally, I'll go through a test sign-up so you can see how the add-on works. Please note that with our MailChimp add-on, you can only have one audience, but multiple merge tags set up to it. One that acts as a global merge tag, and one for each membership you have. If you are already familiar with how to do this, please skip ahead to the video a little below this one, where we will cover setting up per membership merge tags in MemberPress with this add-on. So let's start by actually installing the add-on, which can be done from the MemberPress add-ons tab. Once here, simply just search for MailChimp and then click Install Add-on. With the add-on installed and activated, I'm going to now jump over to my MailChimp account where I have logged in to show you how we can get started with creating our audience. Okay, so I'm logged in here, and what you're going to do first after logging in is go to the Audience tab here. Now, assuming you haven't created any previous audiences, you're going to want to select this drop-down menu to then click View Audiences. From this page, you'll be able to see this button here, Create Audience. Click on that, and then enter all the relevant information that you want this audience to include. As a note, if you're creating a global audience list here, or in other words, one that you want all of your members to be added to, keep the name generic so that you can specify it and differentiate it between your per membership merge tags should you have those. Okay, so I've filled out that information here, calling the audience members because it will be for my global audience or all users on my site. Reviewing the settings that you have here, notice that for form settings, these can be controlled by our add-on, so you can just leave these blank. However, for the notifications, you can specify this to be whatever you need, and then click Save. After creating the audience, the next thing that you need to do is add a global merge tag that users are assigned to when added automatically to your audience. This is what MailChimp uses to track who gets what emails. To get there, we first need to click this Back to Audience dashboard, or you can just click the tab here and make sure that Members, or whatever audience name you gave, is the one that you see. Then click Manage Audience, and then Settings. On this page, you'll be able to scroll down to this section here, Audience Fields and Merge Tags. This is where you're going to be able to create all your merge tags for this audience list, both your global merge tag and your per membership merge tags as well. So let me show you how to create a merge tag here. You're going to scroll down and simply click Add a Field. Now, MemberPress only supports text type merge tag fields, so be sure that that's the option that you select, and then create the name that you want for that merge tag. So for example, I want this one to be for my members, for all of the users on my site, so I'm going to name it Members, and then make sure that the visible and required checkboxes are both unchecked, and don't worry about changing this setting here. A note about merge tags. This MailChimp add-on can only receive from MemberPress registrations the email address and first name and last name. But you want to make sure that none of these fields are ever checked to be required. For example, let's say that you have address selected to be required. Well, if someone fails to enter their address, then, or if they do, because MemberPress doesn't have the ability to send that information to MailChimp, it will be marked as unfilled, and therefore the user will not be added to the MailChimp merge tag or your audience list, okay? So you want to make sure that all of these are left unrequired, and if you want them to be visible, you can, but again, we only have the option to send first name and last name, so you should only really leave those checked if you want any. And then just be sure that you click Save Changes at the bottom here to make sure that that setting does save. With that, you're ready to get this audience connected with the MailChimp add-on. And to get it activated on your site, we're going to need to go back to the WordPress dashboard, click on the MemberPress plugin, and then go to your settings page. From the settings page, we're going to jump over to the marketing tab, and here you'll see that Enable MailChimp 3.0 has been added after adding the add-on to your website. And then here, you're going to enter in some important information to get the integration live for you. So the first thing that we need is the MailChimp API key. Okay, so if we jump back to MailChimp, then this will be found in your drop-down for your profile here, and go to Account. Then click on Extras and API Keys. Okay, so from here, you'll need to scroll down to this section here where it says your API keys. If you've previously used the MailChimp, you might see other API keys. So with this though, you want to make sure that you're creating one that's specific for MemberPress. So simply click Create a Key, and then that will add a new key for you. And if it's helpful, you can create a label for it. For example, maybe I want to remember that this is for MemberPress, so I'll just enter in MemberPress there, and that will save. So just simply clicking here and then copying it will get me ready to paste that over into MemberPress. So once you've pasted it in, if you've got the correct key, then it will show you this green message, everything's chimpy. That means you're good to go. Now the next thing you want to do is make sure that you select the list, which is that audience list that we created earlier from this drop down, and then select the global merge tag that you want to be assigned. Now again, the way that this kind of works is that everyone's assigned to the list, but then we use merge tags to customize how and what type of content the users receive from your email marketing campaigns. So I'm going to select from here members, because again, you don't want it to leave it as first name or last name, because that will cause some confusion. When a user signs up, the active merge tag will be listed with a 1, indicating that it's active. And so if you leave this as first name, in MailChimp, instead of having the merge tag correctly populated, they will just get a 1 for first name instead of whatever name they may be actually entered. Okay, so you want to be mindful of that. So save that to the merge tag you set, and then you can enable double opt-in or the opt-in checkbox. For the case of this testing, I'm going to disable double opt-in, but I do want to enable the opt-in checkbox so that my users see have the option of whether or not they want to be added to my list or not. And you can change this message if you want. This will be the message that will appear next to the opt-in checkbox. Okay. Then I'm going to click Update Options. With that saved, we're ready to test this out. Assuming you have a gateway set up in test mode to do a test sign up, you can see how this add-on works. If you don't, please see our payment gateway documentation pages for how to do that. So I'm just going to visit my registration page in an incognito window real quick here. And here I'm going to simply fill out the registration information. So I've done that, and here you can see that option that I showed you there. And of course, I want to make sure that this is checked so that I'm properly added to that list. And then I'm going to click sign up here and submit my payment. And then now I've gotten to my thank you page. So let's go into MailChimp to see how this user was added to that merge tag and audience list. Okay, so here I am back in MailChimp, and again, I'm going to go to my audience tab here to check out this audience. Again, make sure that you're on the correct one here, and I am. And then you can click View Contacts to check out your contacts related to this audience list. So here you can see my MailChimp test at fake.com, which was completed by me. And you can see that the members tag is set to 1, which means that that was correctly set. And this user will now get any emails related to that merge tag. That's it. Now please note that all users are added to this global audience, regardless of if they have actually paid you. They will also stay on your global audience until they unsubscribe from your audience through the unsubscribe button on one of your emails. If you only want users to get your MailChimp emails if they have paid you and have an active subscription in MemberPress to your content, then please watch the next video on this page.